Alright, I'm back with another PlayStation Classic. This is PS1's Toy Story 3. I played, I guess not the first, but the second game in this series earlier on the channel, and I really liked it, and then I saw that, I was kind of looking for something to play, and I saw that they added this on the PS Plus Premium, so I figured let's give it a go. I remember the Genesis game. Actually, Toy Story 1 on the Sega Genesis was one of the earliest games I ever played. And not only was that like really hip because this was around the time when movies were becoming 3D, and it's kind of interesting that games that copied like a 3D animation or a 2D animation worked a heck of a lot better than games that tried to catch or that tried to match like a live-action movie. So the Toy Story game, and the other funny thing is, a lot of these games, especially the Disney games, were trying to play off the fact that little kids were watching the movie, and then they were trying to get kids into games. So they would do things like they'd make Aladdin or The Little Mermaid or Pocahontas, and they were the toughest games you've ever played. No hints, no passwords, no continue saves, nothing. So fast forward, it's been like 20 years since Toy Story, and now we're playing Toy Story 3. I think I saw this in the movie theater. It smelled like diapers, and it's just, what a horrible idea. So let's go ahead and we'll play it now. Press the start button. It's the touchpad. New game. New game. I think that's Rex. Start or move. Well, you started me with Rex. We're going to play Rex. Western playtime. Move. So is Rex... I think this one's also cool because you get to play as Woody instead of Buzz. You play as Buzz in 2, but in this one you get to play as Woody. This is what they were advertising for me in the train, in the screenshots, you know? I want to play on the train. Might have to adjust this camera. Can't see the subtitles. So I'm trying to stop the train. This is like the Red Dead for kids. It's the concept. Yeah, what was pretty cool about the earliest Genesis game of this. What is it called? Toy Story. Can I die? Yeah, of course you can die. Wow, he hangs on. Damn. How do you like that? The cool thing about the original Toy Story game on Sega Genesis was it combined so many different genres. There was like, it started out as a 2D platformer, and then it switched over into like, you had a top-down RC race mode. You had maybe like a first-person alien Ultima Underground crane game segment. It was pretty cool. But like I said, it was super tough. But they even had like a perfect debug mode. All those games on Genesis had a debug mode. So you could hit like ABC start at the main menu, and you could do things like you could add more rings for Sonic to pick up, or you know, you could add enemies for Sonic to pick up. It was crazy. It was crazy back in the day. They don't make them like that anymore. That's for sure. They don't make them like that anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. These controls are great. Leave it to a PlayStation 1 remaster on PS5 to feel as good as it does. Maybe this is like the birth of Nathan Drake, you know? Another thing was that PlayStation All-Star game. That was really innovative in terms of its its levels, you know, because they had you going in all these crazy different spots, like the back of the airplane hangar when the wind is opening up and you're gonna get blown off. You know, you don't want to get blown, so you try and hold on so you don't get blown. But then it's like you're in the Patapon and I'm Colonel Raddick and I'm trying to you know, come up with something to say. But it was really innovative, and unfortunately some of these ideas, they're like ahead of their time. I think that if PlayStation All-Stars had maybe like cross-platform play, or maybe if it had some more deeper. The problem with PS3 games was that multiplayer wasn't really hip and hot then. That was around the time when games were just becoming cross-platform, not even cross-play. So multiplayer, and also nobody had wired connections. The internet wasn't good. There was no free-to-play model. So there were a lot of these great multiplayer games that just kind of came and went before any of the digital infrastructure was really built. And on the flip side, you have nowadays all these indie devs where it's like they remember an NES game, or they remember a game that they played on their browser in the year 2000, Y2K, and so it's like the best they can do is copy and repeat that game. I think a lot of the games in the indie space right now, or like the PC or mobile tablet space right now, fuck, he grabbed and let go. I think they're like copying a lot of browser games that I played in the 2000s that were like for free. Free browser games or Flash Shockwave games. Now that there's like a monetization model, they just want to like rehash and copy these old ideas. But who can blame them, honestly, if you know, Jeff Keighley's favorite, his darling, Alan Wake 2 hasn't even made a profit? How are you going to make art? How are you going to make art when you can't even include those types of games on subscription services because people play them once? People play them once on the subscription service and then don't say subscribe to the subscription service. I think I got to jump on this. What do you think? And then they just want to play Call of Duty Warzone for free. I mean, what's a dev to do? I think finally we're getting to see some new unique IP and story IP, but those are going to be the games that you have to buy outright. They're not going to work on a subservice. So then they're just desperate to try and come up with a multiplayer game on a subservice. And I think I kind of figured this out. Because the other day I was playing, I've been playing a lot of stuff off stream and just saving the hidden gems like this to try on stream. And I was playing like Dark Souls 1. And I thought, this is kind of exactly the type of game that they need to be making, where the way that open world gamers don't want story, I think a lot of adult gamers now, and even kids that are becoming like teenagers and getting older, they don't really want to get immersed in a story. Like, they don't want to have these story experiences. There you go, get on that shit. And the aliens are driving it? That's tight. This has nothing to do with the movie, by the way. But I think this idea of an artistic story, if you're gonna do that, it's gotta be like super casual and super minimal, like Dark Pictures or something, where it's just so easy to, whoa, where is he? Where's it going? It's just so easy to enjoy. I think if they're gonna be making like single player games and they want people to just kind of tune in for a long time. Oh shit, you gotta jump that. Am I dying? I might be dead. The fun of like a single player game is not really that's not gonna focus on a story. It's kind of like this, where it's like the story is kind of just the plot. He rescued a train that whole way just to see it fall. So he didn't rescue the train.
So exciting.
He didn't rescue it, he ruined it. Congratulations, level complete. And I could do it for time. Let's just continue. Continue without saving. No, save. Oh my lord, start anew, whatever. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. What was I saying? I don't know. But I mean, these recreational games...
Now that we live here with Bonnie, I can look at my drawings to help me remember everything that's happened.
Who's Bonnie? Operation Phone Call. I want to play as Buzz. Alright, we'll do another Woody, and then we'll play Buzz. Um,
Oh, this is a great picture. It's when Woody told Sarge and the army men to find Andy's cell phone.
Andy has a cell phone? This game really jumped the shark.
Andy was about to leave for college, and he hadn't played with us for years. If the army men got his cell phone, we could call it and get his attention.
So trying to call him at school?
Man.
What? Hints up and down. Do you think that I need a hint? I just saved that train. Really, I just saved Woody, even though he was on the train. So let's just collect. Again, I'll say the controls are immaculate. I don't know what's so confusing about, everybody's supposed to be using Unreal so that it's easy to transition from one project to another after you get laid off. But apparently, a decent movement segment in a physics engine is the toughest thing for you devs to do. See, this is what I'm talking about. This type of game where it's like, just play. Just, like, do some recreational play. No cutscene, no immersion, no engagement. Damn. Squat it down! Damn, Mom! That's Andy's mom. So who's Bonnie? Oh, is that his little sister? Jump down the accordion and get it back on track. Who's this bird, though? And look at this interaction, see? Emergent gameplay. Hit the light. Hit the lights! What is that, a pizza? Why is that picture frame just a triangle? They got it. The picture frame. They only had enough boards to make 3 sides. Oh fuck. See, I like platformers. This is one of my favorite genres, and they don't even make enough 3D platformers now. What are they doing now? And look how I fell, and I was like, oh damn, and I wanted to try again. And I remembered that the whatever it's called, the ledge was there. Why would you make it so that this Assassin's Creed auto parkour? Like, why not allow for a margin of error? That's what's fun. Pretty soon they're going to be doing auto combos in a fighting game. I mean, come on, man. Auto parkour. Why don't you just auto block? But yeah, these sub-services. So this type of thing where it's like, I need something to play, give me a broad variety. I don't really know that outside of the classic stuff. The trouble is, they say that with these sub-services, one of a couple things happens. Pull that out. They say, people who play the unique single-player games, which is like me, I'm looking for new single-player games to try out and rent. They say that it doesn't keep people subscribed for a long time, because they just try it and they're not into it, right? So they're like, we need a game that keeps people subscribed for a long time, playing the same game, and we kind of get more money out of them. And that's why they have like Spider-Man and Ghost of Tsushima on the service. Fuck. Where's the, maybe we can climb the spider web? No, you just knock it down. Jump on the spring. I never even jumped on the other thing. I didn't double jump, fuck. But are these boards gonna drop off? So they say that people just, they stay subscribed, but they only play like the same game over and over again. So that's why they want these service-based games to keep people tuned in. But I was thinking, if I knew that I could only get access to like these weird artistic indie games or story games that I would play once, like if I knew I'd only get access to them by buying them outright, that's just what I would do. Like the motivation for the sub-service is to try a bunch of stuff. But that's not their... That's not the business's motivation for the subservice. Their motivation is people want new games day one, but they don't want to pay for them. So they have to trick them into thinking you'll rent them a couple times and just like get more than a full price out of them. I think ultimately, with all these downsizing, oh shit, we're just going to see less AAA games and they're going to wind up selling more because you have fewer choices. Am I still dead? What's the deal? Oh, I see. That groaning sound is Mom's vacuuming, so don't fuck with her. I think this is a pretty interesting concept. But if you didn't know the movie, what the hell is a Toy Story? I guess you could learn from the game. I'm a toy. I think when they made that Destruction All-Stars game, or I mean, is that what it was called?
Get the parachute ready.
Get the parachute. Whoa, fucking cool. He didn't grab it. He didn't grab it. Alright, well, whatever. I think the most fun part of about that game was like running around on foot, not even driving. And I was thinking, man, they should have just taken this like mechanic and turned it into like a sports game or something. And then I think they did. I think they made it. There's a game called Wildcard Football that has like the same exact look as that Destruction All-Stars game. I don't know if it was made by the same folks, but it could be. 100 stars. So then wait, there's the phone, and we're calling Andy? Damn, that was fucking easy. It's a kid's game. Challenge unlocked time trial. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. Look at these totals. Look at these totals, man. What do you think? You want to play as Buzz? I'll play as Buzz. This is kind of just getting the juices flowing.
Get his cell phone, just as we hoped.
Why is he frowning?
He actually held me. But then he
Dude,
took
this
the
Tyrannosaurus
phone,
is like
closed the
depressed
toy
or
box,
something.
and left the room. A little later, Andy's mom told him to sort through everything in his room before he left for college. He decided to take Woody
with him
and put the rest of us in a garbage bag. We didn't know.
I like the aliens. I always like those dudes.
We were in up to the attic.
The claw.
Before he could, his mom put us out on the curb by mistake.
Yeah, sure, mistake. Keep cool. I want to keep playing this then. Fuck. Well, I'll tell you what. We already played it. Maybe we play as Buzz here.
Thanks to my pointy tail, we got out of the garbage bag, ran into the garage, and hid.
I'm down. This game's fun. See, this is what I'm saying, a good platformer. So then,
Buzz saw a box going to Sunnyside.
Alright, you stupid, Hey, wait a minute. This is the same level as I played in the first game. They're reusing assets now? You know what? You stupid devs. Oh, yeah, I wonder where they could be hiding and shoot it. You know what? Fuck this. Reusing asset devs. You know, you can see exactly how the industry's going. That's it. You're using asset devs. Forget it. I need something new on board. Toy Story 3.